Hello everyone and welcome back to Starmade. I am Fenaqua and we are playing on the Starmada server today. We're in a ship. Look at this ship. You can't see much of it. We're going to do a slow reveal. For some of you may remember I was streaming a few days ago as of the time of this released video. This video is released? Words. A few days ago, a week maybe, and in that time I've been hard at work on this thing and I'm so proud of the progress. So I'm not going to hype it up anymore. I actually just want to show it to you because I honestly cannot wait. It's not even really strictly speaking done. But you can see here's the cockpit. So I got some techie kind of flashing lights and conduits. A lot of lights, very bright. And there's this little grate on top too, gives it kind of a little bit more of a techie kind of feel. Let's go into build mode. And we'll take a look at the outside before we do anything else. So here it is. This is our pure transport. This is our VIP luxury transport. I call it the Void Falcon. It is built for speed, jumping, and it has some survivability features, including these two AMS turrets, which are functional but not pretty. I need to kind of blend them in still. I'm not 100% on how I want to do that. Still pretty new to the turret, so that'll be a fun little challenge that we'll work on in the future. But yeah, this is the ship. This is the outside. The outside is all done. I really like the way it looks. I think the purple and red is a little much. I might change the red out for something. It kind of makes it look a little bit like superhero-y, you know. It's got those nice bold colors to it, but I don't like it for this. I like more of the purple, black, white pattern over here. I might change this over to white. That could look pretty neat. Or something. I'd like to hear your suggestions too. These things poking up in the back are actually one of the main features I wanted to build the ship around, and this is the huge set of engines. A lot of engine pods. That is something else. We'll look at that in a second. But yeah, these are the engines. They're just, when you're looking at it from the back, that's really all you see. You see that? You see a little viewport in here. We'll come back to that. Just remember there's a viewport right there. And this is the core, and if we go inside here, you're going to see it's just like some lights, and there's actually some logic here. It's in here somewhere. You can see it here. I broke it somehow. I need to kind of tear some blocks out and rework on it, but it's supposed to flash, like do a little flashy thing. It looks really cool when it works, but so far, not so much. Let's come around to the inside. You see there's a couple little viewports here. There's another one on the other side. And the docking situation. I need to change the docking situation because it's too close to this protrusion. I need to move it like over here. But for now, we have it right here. There's some glass doors here. So it looks really seamless. This is like the observation deck. You can just kind of come out here and watch the stars fly by. It actually is pretty cool when you're actually doing it. There's an activation block here. You can just walk through these doors. You don't need to actually activate them. It's a little bit wonky. I don't know if that's because it's a multiplayer server or just because I need to do two sets of blocks here. But sometimes it doesn't read right correctly. So I'll show you what I mean. But here's the. Let me get this block out of my inventory. Can I just move this down here? Yeah, there we go. Oh, and then that comes up. There we go. Okay, perfect. Yeah, it gives us a bit more visibility. So we got our captain's chair in our cockpit with some data banks. He's got full readouts, able to really have a full tactical sense of what's going on. Console for inputting commands. Over here we have kind of our engineering and navigation section. There's an emergency core shutdown, and this tape is only here because I was trying to work on the logic. It actually is supposed to be underneath. There's supposed to be a activation block there, and I think I accidentally deleted it, which was the start of my problems. But yeah, that hides the tape, so that's cool. But anyway, yeah, so that's that. And by hitting that button, you can then actually turn off the core, so that when this is actually flashing, you can stop that from the cockpit. Just kind of a cool little feature. I don't know. I may actually tie that into the lights too, so that will. Hitting that button will kill all the lights on the ship, except for maybe like 2 or 3. That's something I'm just only now thinking of, but that could be cool. Then we have the I don't even know. Just the secondary station. Maybe this is like weapons and shields and turret controls and stuff like that. And then back here is just like a almost a tertiary spot. If this is like the primary captain's area and these are the secondary stations, this would be like a tertiary. I was kind of thinking this would be like a 3-man ship, like a three-man crew at all times. So this would maybe just be in case you need to double check something or one of these systems goes out. Maybe there's like backups here. Just kind of divides the space up mostly. And you do notice the entrance is in front of the cockpit. It's not a military ship per se, so I just figured that's not really an issue. Doesn't need to be too secure, this cockpit or this bridge. The bridge, I should say. It's not really a cockpit. That would imply it's like a fighter type ship. But anyway, there's these paths here through it that are kind of like civilians. I marked them out with jump drives, kind of like the tops of these. So the little vents are kind of like, oh yeah, you probably should just stay in this little lane. Stay in your lane, buddy. And just you can walk back and forth. There's more activation blocks, so you don't need to activate these guys. And when you come through here, you're in the main part of the ship. So it's a luxury ship, so it's very much open spaces. I'm going to probably divide this up a little bit, but we'll come to that. So first up, we have the captain's cabin. These ones are not automatic. You have to hit those. There's a little bed. I'm thinking about putting something else in here. Maybe another light too would be good. And then if we come back over here, we have the VIP cabin, which is for the whoever there is being luxury transported. It's basically an exact copy of the captain's cabin, just for not the captain. Around here, we have the crew quarters, which are just kind of in this alcove, as well as the medical bay. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5 beds. So for the crew, and maybe if there's any like extra crew members, or if the VIP has any servants or guests or adjutants or anything like that, there's extra beds, and the med bay has 2 beds as well. The med bay also is divided up by these guys. I like the red and white of these Matisse capsules. But there's the medical equipment, and then we also have a privacy screen, which is just some plex doors right here. And it's nothing like, official, and it doesn't go all the way to the ceiling. It's just, hey, look, we're examining you. Maybe you got a plasma burn or something on your leg, and you don't want to be showing off your underwear to all the people on the ship. Just activate that, and you're good to go. Over here, right next to the med bay, which is, maybe not the most ideal placement, but is the bar. And I really like how this turned out, actually. Got the drinks hanging from the top, just in case there's any kind of funny business with gravity. They're securely fastened, so you don't want any kind of like glass flying around, in a spaceship, especially in 0G. I may add some chairs or some stools or something in here, but I may just kind of walk up, have a drink, come over to the common area, which is going to be this area here, I think. And this will have like some seats and maybe some entertainment things too, computer or something like that. And through here is the transporter room, and again, it's pretty Spartan. I really just wanted to finish the structure, get it mostly finished, and then show you guys, because I'm so proud of this thing. I really like the way it turned out. This is my favorite build so far. And that's most of the ship. In terms of systems, we have, let's see, I can kind of show you the overdrive system. If I select that, we can go down here. See, there's a big block over here, and this whole area around the core is all overdrive. So we have probably more than we need. I have 50% overdrive, so I can travel at ridiculous speeds. And then if we look at jump drives, which should be on this side. No? Jump drive? Oh, there it is, jump drive. I missed it. Yeah, you can see I have some underneath here, hidden away. I've got these guys here, and underneath I have a whole huge block of it here, and some more on the sides back here. All the rest of the space that is not overdrive or jump drives are all engines. So behind this wall, it's all engines. There's actually engine decoratively placed in the middle here. And we have our power and power capacitors underneath this as well, this middle area. So we have a 2:5 ratio to mass, like thrust to mass ratio. Thrust to mass ratio. Max speed is 300, and with overdrive that goes up to 450 meters a second, which is just ridiculous. Let's go into flight mode. I wanna show you how it is. I don't want to hit that ship though. So let's let's whiz the planet. How about that? We'll whiz Fed Prime. Let's come over here a little bit, and we'll activate overdrive, and we'll just kind of zip on right past here. You can see on the right, the speed is increasing crazily, and there it goes. I'm still not at max speed, and I've actually set a waypoint here. I want to show you just how fast we can get to the station. You've probably seen me go to that station, the shop over here. This is the closest shop to me, a few times, and it usually takes me a while. When I was in my minor, it would take me, a couple minutes to get out there. With this, I'm already at 450. You can see there's the shop right there, and we'll just go ahead and stop very, very slowly. I mean, not slowly. Look how fast we're coming down in speed. It's just we go so fast, we're gonna overshoot things probably. I also want to show you my jump drive speed. So we'll go ahead and target the pearl. Oops, hello. Nope, didn't mean to do that. Center. We'll just go over this way. There you go. And we'll go ahead and jump right over there. Oh, I said we'll jump right over there. Just go right back home. Where is the pearl? Right there. And this camera is right in the nose of the ship. Oh, we're really close to the planet. Oh, I have a ship down here apparently. It's just in the core of the planet, I take it? Yeah, pretty much. Okay, well, I built a little ship. I was showing Squid. Hungry Squid has joined the server. I was showing him the ropes. I guess that ship decided to glitch out and go in there. So that's a thing. We'll have to destroy this planet for yet another reason now. And I think this is the station over here. Yeah, there it is. But anyway, yeah, let me just show you the speed at which this jump drive recharges. Not too bad. I think it takes about 30 seconds or so. Somewhere in that time, maybe slightly longer. I was just, counting it to myself. Didn't time it with a timer or anything official like that. But yeah, about 30 seconds. So it's pretty solid. And when you're traveling long distances, it's really good. Just you get there so fast. I've tested it out a little bit. I went over to, I believe this is Squid sector up here. I've gone there and back. It takes like 2 minutes. I've gone to spawn, which is, let's see, where is it? It's right about here. This should be spawn. Yeah, again, it takes about two minutes to get there. That's 2 systems, not too bad. And I've also gone over somewhere else. I went several systems away too, just kind of exploring. Let's go. Why don't we go over to spawn? We'll take a look, because I actually want to show you something cool. Let me find it real quick. Something that one of us has been working on. It's a member of the Starmada, and you can get a pretty good sense of the speed at which this ship goes. So not that way. Let's just kind of get this way to get away from the station a little bit. Turn our overdrive on again, because we turned it off by accident. Alright, so we're going to head out here. 74 kilometers, really. And you'll see it doesn't take too long. So we're going to go check out the burrow just very quickly. I don't want to spoil any of the work he's been doing on it on his own, because this is something Aylad has been working on, and it's just looking so cool. I can't not show you guys. Especially not when I have a fast ship like this. So yeah, we have Aylad on the server working really hard. I'm on here. Hungry Squid has joined us on the server. We have Digi, of course, who is running the thing, and he's building a pretty cool miner right now. He's got an elevator that's pretty rad. We also have a new member, Tshara, who is a really excellent Starmade builder. He's got some really cool builds I've been watching for a little while. It's just Starmada is just a really vibrant community right now. It's really cool. Other thing I have on this ship actually is the radar jammer. That's something that I should probably have on when I'm traversing some neutral territories. And yeah, the shields, I have shields and plenty of capacitors too. I haven't put it to too much of a test. I accidentally flew past Pirate Station Alpha I think my AMS turrets saved my life there, and we'll start slowing down because this should jump us right there. Yeah, I think it's behind us now. And you can see when our engines are going full power and we're trying to charge our jump drive and we have our overdrive on and we have our radar jammer on, the power gets sucked away, but we have so much energy backup and so much power generation that it's very slow. So most of the time we have the perfect amount. The radar jammer really sucks up some power, but this is what we're talking about. This is the burrow. We'll just kind of slowly slide past it. Like, I don't want to go too in depth. I just want to give you this quick teaser. But yeah, we have some public docks out here. There's actually a free-floating shuttle that takes you back and forth between them. It's run on some logic and rails and stuff like that. Really cool. Yeah, it's just a really neat place. You know, the docks are all dockable. This ship can't dock here because I need to rework it a little bit. But you know, that's all right. You know, Aylad's got his ship already docked to the end here. Yeah, and it's just a really cool build. The detail is really cool too. It's very, very like, I don't want to say non-functional because that kind of implies that it's like lame or whatever, but just like really focused on the creative side of it and what could this be and the RP of it. And I don't know, I really like it and I want to show you guys in case you haven't seen it. Aylad's video channel is in the description, so you should check it out if you're interested in how he's building this or where he's going from here. Anyway, I'm going to head back. You saw it, so that's the speed of it, that's the burrow. I'm going to go ahead and head back to the station and let's try and fix up the docking situation of this ship. What do you say? Yeah? Alright, I'll see you in a second. Alright, and we're back. Welcome. We are back at the base, back at the Pearl. It's still looking the same as ever. Kinda ugly. Got some new additions here and there. We'll probably do some stuff with this next episode. But for now, we can take a look, and this is the Void Falcon in here. You can see I've deconstructed it back to a design. So it's all glowy and not actually there. Well, let's go ahead and place our order, and we'll actually edit design. That's what we want. So we want to go into build mode, and then it looks real. Alright, so there's a couple things I want to do. First one is get this section turned into the airlock, or not the airlock, but the dock. The dock is really what I mean to say. So we're going to go ahead and start by taking out all the square glass pieces here, the doors for sure. And we'll probably go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think most airlocks are 3x3, so this should work. Let's go ahead and grab some blocks for our inventory here. We'll go ahead and we are in our shipyard, so we have a creative build mode. We can just go ahead and build to our heart's content and add in, and we can worry about the construction cost later, which is pretty rad. If you ask me, not grass, I want glass. That's silliness. I want glass doors. We'll put that over in 0, and glass blocks. And I also want purple blocks, because I need a couple for the floor. Purple hull. I want to get a rail docker and just regular rail blocks over here. And then I want also a couple other things. I want faction module, because we want to faction this ship up. I think it already gets it from being in the shipyard, but I want to have it be like for real 100% of the time. This works. Faction permission module. No, we're good there. Okay, and then actually one more thing, just for later, I'm gonna want the white blocks out. All right, so let's just fill these in, just like that. And I'm not gonna do this in symmetry mode because I want to do it differently on each side. I want one side to be the part where we dock to other ships on, and the other side is gonna be the part where other vessels can dock to us. So let's start here. We're going to place our rail docker here. We're going to face it inwards. And then on this side, we're going to do the same thing, except we want it, actually, do we want it there? Or do we want it on the other side? I think we want it on the other side. This is kind of the standard way I've been doing it with the rail docker, like in this kind of configuration. I'm trying to see where my little runabout is. I think it's right here. Over on this side of the station, maybe? Yeah, here it is. Yeah, so it's got the rail docker on the left and the rail block on the right. For the station, yeah, rail block's on the right side. So then we'll want the rail block on this side right here, which is kind of confusing, but it's mirror image, so it looks like it's on the same side, but it's not. When it lines up, when you're facing the right directions, they'll line up correctly. Also gives it a nice symmetry though, so that's cool. Alright, so then we'll also want our glass doors here. Our glass doors right there. And you know what, maybe we want to make this part plex? I don't know. Just so you can tell there's a door. It's not as, just kind of like that maybe. Kind of obstructs the view. I'm just gonna make it all glass. I think the rail does give it kind of that feel like, oh look, that's a glass door. We could add a button, I guess, like right here. Yeah, why don't we add an activation block? Oops, that's gotta get rid of that. Activation, that'll give it even more, make it even more obvious. There it is. And that's gonna be activation module. So we'll link this up to these doors, and then we'll do the same thing on this side. So not like that, it's not what we want. And then this can be, oh, I don't have any glass doors yet, so we'll add those in. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, so that's pretty obvious now. Yeah. And the glowy effect is kind of cool too. Like the glowing of the button itself, so we can hit that. Okay, that's cool. So they'll actually be blue all the time, except for when they're in use. Yes, there we go. All right, cool. Yeah, and that actually matches up nicely with the hull, so that's cool. And then it'll be just that, like, uh-oh, it's open, yellow, alert, careful. All right, so that should do us some good. The reason I was switching this, if I didn't really say it before, I can't remember, is I was trying to dock the Aylad ship, Aylad's public docks, and I couldn't, because my ship was back here and this part was interfering. So this should give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 6 blocks of clearance, which should be plenty. Yeah, and this side is just totally open, so that should be fine. Right, and then we've got the rail over here, so a little vessel can dock to us. Like if we want to come over with our runabout, we can dock up nice and easy. And then the other thing I want to do is add a faction module. Let's add that in, like right here, I think. Yeah, alright, cool. Alright, cool. Yeah, when we actually build the ship, we can enter our faction signature. I guess what I should really do is set up this guy. So I want to get this the core module working. Put that there. Let's actually take that out. Put that in. Link it to that, and then this thing needs to get linked up to these guys over here. I'm gonna actually take out a couple of these blocks. Power capacitor, and then that is also a power capacitor. And then this is a delay. What's down here? What's down here? That's a black hole. This is also a delay, and then above us should be another delay. Yes. And that feeds. What way does that go? I'm trying to remember how I did this without tearing apart my entire ship. I might have to. These are just power reactor module. We'll just take out a bunch of these. Can't remember. This feeds into what? That goes into that one. This one goes into that middle one, and then the top one goes into that one. Okay. And they go into each other too, right? That one goes into that one. That one goes into that one. Alright, yeah. So then what I really need is just this activation module over here to go into that top block. This one right here. And then it should work. Let's hit the button and I'll show you how it should have worked in the start. And then one more time. I think should do it. Yeah, one more time. Just to get the ball rolling. No? Yes, no? Maybe so? R. Delay. On. There's some logic amiss here. These should be going into that. I don't know. It should be working, but it's not. Maybe I'm not doing it fast enough. Maybe I just need to flick it. Boop, boop. Oh, you know what? I think the last one needs to feed back into it to make a loop. Which the last one is... which one is the last one? Should be the bottom one. Goes right into this one. So this one should feed back into the top box. This is the last one to do with it, I promise. Alright, let's try hitting it. Is it working? Not seeing it. Alright, whatever. That's fine. We can fiddle with this another time. I'll leave these blocks empty so I can work on it after we're done. The power systems won't be that affected, and I can just fill it in later. So, what else do we want to do? There's one more thing I wanted to do. And I want to change this. I want to get rid of this red. I thought the red would be cool, kind of give it like a fiery streak around along the side, but I think it just looks a little cheesy. It's very prime in colors, and the rest of it is like the black and white pattern on top. The purple is very bright in itself. So having this secondary color, I feel like it clashes. Again, I'm not, for those of you who don't know, I'm colorblind, so maybe I'm wrong here, but to me it looks bad, so I'm going to go ahead and change it. And I'm going to change it to white, I think, because I think just this white comes out of nowhere. So adding it along the side should make it a little bit more, I don't know what you would call it. I guess it would fit just a little bit better. For this, I'm going to set symmetry mode, because it should be the same on both sides. And then let us do remove, replace. We'll start with the wedges. There's a lot of those. Remove, replace, active slot, looking at, bam. And then we'll do this one, yeah. And just all the blocks. Actually, you know, let's do like a bunch of these. I'm going to start on top, I guess. Yes, and then same deal over here. Just like this. Get all the blocks. And that should be all our wedges. We'll go ahead and do the hull, this hull now. Remove, clear, remove, replace, active looking at. Yeah, I'm already liking it way better. I think this is going to be the right call. I'm going to finish this up, and then we'll come back and see what the finished product looks like. Alright, so here we go. We have our Void Falcon ready to go. Everything is redesigned and built. We can undock our entity from the shipyard, and I'll turn gravity off. So here it is. We will at some point soon reattach those turrets. The only thing left to do at this point would be to pretty up those turrets a little bit. They're not going to stay all utilitarian like that. Let's come over here. We hit our button. And boom, it looked like there was like a little texture change over there, but that's fine, probably just a lighting glitch. That'll open up, and we can close that up. And same deal here. It can be used like this, or you can just open the door. So in cases where it's going to be like a docking collar right around here, like, you know, what, 4x4 or whatever, docking collar, perhaps, it would block this, but that's okay, you can just hit that button. May need to slap a permission module on here, but we can do that too, easy enough. So let's come inside, and you can see all the walls are white. I do like that effect, especially in the cockpit, a little bit better. And then, oops, that was already opened for some reason. Back here, got our captain's cabin. Is that a white block or gray block? I can't even tell. I think it's white. I assume it's white. Doesn't really matter. We can pretty things up. And again, it's not, the inside isn't done. This is going to be like a lounging area, and we'll have some extra storage over in this corner with a little module, so we can just carry around some supplies if we need to. You know, just a basic luggage idea for the RP purposes, and if we need to move like just like a little bit of blocks to give to somebody or to sell, we can just move it into there, easy enough. Yeah, and again, I like the walls here. There's a red block there. Why is there a red block there? Because the inside walls are red? Alright, we'll fix that up later. No worries. I guess it's the same over there too, probably. Yeah, so it's just a little red in here. We can get that. No bigs. No bigs. Is that the same in here? Nope. Here it's all purple. That's fine. Okay, so yeah, there's the ship. Let's, oh, I did also turn the logic on. So let's see if this is working. I'm going to need to put a gray block in there. But you can see there's the second activation module that goes down and then over so that the tape runs underneath the ground. Let's sit down and get inside. We'll fly over here a little bit. And build mode. Is it on? Nope, it is not. Let's pause here. Cannot hit it from here. Activate this, and that should start it up. Scroll back out again. Yeah, there it is. So there's our core. That's our power core. And you can see it from the back here. The whole idea, the whole purpose here is kind of to give the back of the ship the view, because that's really what we're going to be showing everything. Showing in our tails. There are the more subtle designs of the jump drives exposed in here. I think I was going to put some glass in here. I may put some kind of crystal armor in there, just to keep the systems from being exposed like that in truth, because it's just more jump drives. It's like it's actual jump drives in there. I want it to be like that. Alright, cool. Yeah, so there's our ship. The Void Falcon is complete. Functionally complete anyway. The outside looks good. Again, the only thing on the outside, so the only thing I really need to do now is just add the turrets back on, pretty them up a little bit, and then in here we'll just make the living space look more lived in. But yeah, that's really it, guys. That's the Void Falcon, all done. A lot of work went into this. I'm really proud of how it turned out. Let me know what you think. Obviously, you don't need to think the same thing I do. Let me know what you think. If there's any suggestions you have, particularly for docking, I would love to hear it. Any kind of engine layout thoughts you have, anything really. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. I have already started work on the next ship. I've started that in a creative world because it's going to be much bigger. And yeah, I look forward to showing that off to you. So until next time, guys, fly safe and have a great, awesome day. Bye-bye.